Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of JB360. I'm your host, JB360. Go figure. So, I don't know why I'm doing this, but today I am actually riding the bike through the rain. Sort of light rain. It's not like really like heavy downpour or anything like that, but we are getting flurries, as you can see in the camera, and a little bit of a sprinkle here and there. So the age-old question for any e-bike owner or any PEV owner is, should you ride in the rain? And this will be focused mainly on e-bikes, but yeah, short answer is probably not. Depending on the situation. If you're talking about like heavy downpour, like hurricane weather, obviously not. But if you happen to get stuck in the rain, you know, and you kind of have no choice, you know, but to ride home, like say you're coming from work, it's always good to be prepared and at least have the necessary means in case you don't want to get stranded, right? Anyways, before we get started, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I reverted back to my old camera setup just for this video. I'm kind of curious in terms of footage, just how it compares to the GoPro. Don't get me wrong, I like the GoPro footage. I like the stability. I do like the wide angle viewing, super view, or whatever that thing is called. But I don't know, man. It's when you have your camera strapped to your chin, it's kind of hard to like catch everything around you, you know, and certain things that you miss, right? Because with the 360, especially in like the first series of editing that you do with the 360, obviously you kind of do this like preliminary like edits here and there, especially with the angles and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel as though I'm not catching every angle with the GoPro. You know, just obviously what's, you know, whatever the camera's pointed to. But at least with the 360, I can kind of like zoom in and like sort of get alternate view on certain things. So yeah, back to the question, right? Our e-bikes in general are not really waterproof. I would say the only thing that is sort of like water resistant in a way are our motors. And when I say motors, I mean like our hub motors. They are sealed pretty well in terms of the construction of them. But I mean, obviously you don't want to like be like at a certain like area where it's like flooding and have your hub like submerged in water. That's probably one thing you don't want to do. And I would say not much else is waterproof. Like the battery, I know the Shark batteries are encased pretty well in sort of like this like plastic. I don't know if it's like ABS or whatever, but it's pretty strong, and it does pretty well against rain. I would say if you do happen to ride with those type of batteries that have like the port exposed, I would definitely try and at least have some like electrical tape with you. You know, if you do any commuting or anything like that, have some electrical tape just to kind of like seal those ports, especially the charging port. Next thing, one thing you don't want is getting moisture within the housing. So always try and seal up those areas if you can. Yeah, I mean, headlights, you know, a lot of the displays are pretty water resistant. I mean, they could withstand a good amount.
dope. I like that.
Oh, thanks, bro. One of the important things you definitely want to protect is your controller. That's for sure. Those phase wires and that hall sensor, you don't want to get moisture in between those connections, because the water does something to the controller where it just like makes it go a little bit haywire. Because I had the same issue where I was in the middle of a rainstorm. It just so happened to downpour, and then I didn't have that proper protection over the phase wires, and once that section got wet, or even just like a small drop, my throttle was just like jerking like crazy. Like it couldn't even fully push forward without it like kind of like stalling in a way. Man, it is coming down with the flurries. Ooh. What are you doing? I don't know why that guy was looking at me after he clearly didn't use his mirrors to change lanes. Oh. I am riding against the wind right now. In terms of you know, your display, your throttle, you definitely don't want to try and get anything within the housing or wherever there's an open port, because that will definitely mess up your display, of course. So what I used to do, actually I still kind of do it if I go out on a group ride, in case there's a slight chance of rain. I actually I bring like these like Ziploc bags and rubber bands with me in case I need to, and then I just like tie it around the display just in case. That's a little OD, but I mean most of the like TFT displays are pretty like water resistant and can handle like, oh man, can kind of handle harsh weather. Man, it is so squirrely out here right now. Like it's not even that cold, it's just really the road conditions are pretty terrible. Oh. This is the only time I'll use the bike path. Gets in and whatnot, but you gotta watch. Oh my gosh, it is raining and it's really coming down. Do not force it. Do not think that, hey, you know, I'm gonna make it, you know, through this storm or whatever. Just, you know, think about your investment. Think about how much you put into your bike. Anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the vlog today. I know it's been kind of crazy with scheduling with these videos and whatnot, but hope you guys are enjoying them. And yeah, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.